Who you decide to spend the rest of your life with will be the biggest career decision you ever make. This is what Warren Buffett said, the world's greatest investor, and he knows a thing or two about creating a successful and fulfilling life. If you're watching this video, chances are you know the importance of choosing the right romantic partner in order to multiply the results in your life. If that sounds like you, you're in the right place. In this video, we're going over why people get into the wrong relationship and the 6 key things that you need to consider before choosing a partner. So why do people get into the wrong relationship? Why do people find themselves with someone that's completely different from them, or someone that's just damn right crazy, or someone that argues with them all the time? The answer is pretty simple, and it's usually one of 2 things. Number 1 is they're choosing a partner from a place of lack and need. They're so often just filling a void or an insecurity that they've got within them. I see so many people get into a relationship just to feel less lonely. Can you see this is coming from a place of lack rather than a place of abundance? It's coming from a place of need rather than a place of want. Number 2, their perfect persona drops. People get into a relationship pretending to be someone completely different from who they truly are. When getting to know someone, their main priority is impressing the other person. It's making sure that that person likes them. Can you see how they completely change who they are in order to fit what they wanted? You can only pretend to be someone or something that you're not for so long. This is why you see relationships end at the 2 to 3 month stage. It's because the persona that you initially put out to attract that other person and make them like you, it starts to drop away. The real you starts to come out and the real them starts to come out. Then you realize this person isn't what I wanted. Does either of those 2 examples sound like you in the past? It's really important to raise your self-awareness within your relationships so you stop negative patterns repeating themselves. Let's get into 6 things that you need to consider before choosing a partner. Number 1 is starting with the end in mind. It's really important to take some time to recognize what your values are and what your long-term goals are when it comes to relationships. What stage are you in? Are you wanting a quick fling, or are you wanting a serious relationship? Are you wanting to travel the world? Are you wanting to settle down and have children in the next few years? Are you someone that doesn't want children? Are you wanting to launch your own business or change careers or move to the countryside or move to a certain city? Are you religious? Are you spiritual? Is that something that must be considered? It's so important to reflect on your aspirations such as career, family, personal growth. When you have a clear picture of what you're wanting, you'll be better equipped to find someone that aligns with that vision. By the way, if you like this style of content and you want free weekly videos on how to master your relationships, hit that subscribe button. Number 2 is physical attraction. It sounds obvious, but I need to put it in here. Attraction is the foundation for any relationship. If you haven't got attraction within your relationship, you haven't got the glue that keeps you guys together. So when you meet someone, ask yourself, will I be attracted to this person in a year's time, in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time? Certain people fall in love so fast. As soon as they find someone they kind of like, they make them their whole world. And then a little bit down the track, they realize I wasn't all that attracted to them. You must be certain that 6 months down the line or a year down the line, you'll still be attracted to that person. Physical attraction is the surface of what it takes to choose your partner, but it's so important. Number 3 is your attachment style. If you're not sure what an attachment style is, it's really important to know before choosing a partner. I made this video that you can watch next that breaks down everything you need to know when it comes to attachment styles. Just a quick rundown, there's 3 main attachment styles. There's anxious, there's secure, and then there's avoidant. Anxious individuals really crave closeness and they need reassurance in their relationship. Avoidant people really crave distance and they need that sense of independence within that relationship. And then secure people are comfortable with the intimacy of the anxious, and they're also comfortable with the autonomy of the avoidant. If you recognize that you might be an anxious person within your relationships, you should not get with an avoidant person because it will be an emotional roller coaster. You want closeness and reassurance while they want distance and a sense of self. The goal with attachment styles is to look for someone that's secure in themselves. This will make your relationships a whole lot easier. Watch this video next so you can get a deeper understanding of what to look out for when you're finding a secure partner. Number 4 is how they speak about themselves and how they speak about others. This is such a big one when you meet with them. How do they talk about themselves? What's their attitude like? What's their mindset like? What's their self-worth like? Have they got crippling self-doubt, or are they complete narcissist? Where did they land on this scale? It's really important that they have respect for themselves. This can look like them being their own best friend, not taking the piss out of themselves, not talking down about themselves. Next is how they speak about others. If they're constantly gossiping about other people, you sure as shit better know that they'll probably gossip about you. In my opinion, this doesn't make them a very honest person. This is a great way to sniff out if they're trustworthy or not. If they talk shit about other people, or do they talk highly about other people? 5, are they trustworthy, or do they play games? Straight off the bat, if you meet someone off a dating app, you start messaging them, you start making plans with them, what is it like? Is it clear communication, or are they keeping you guessing? Are they playing hard to get? If you've had a great first date, do they continue to show interest? Do they push for a second date? Or do they give you the silent treatment so they don't look too interested? It is so important they're straight up with you, because if they're playing games, it shows they're not very truthful and they're probably an avoidant attachment style. They're fearing that commitment. They're fearing being too close. Or they're an anxious attached and they don't want to show how into you they are. So number 5 is to be on the lookout if they're straight up or are they playing games? And then number 6 is personal preferences. What are you seeking in a romantic partner? What are you wanting their personality to be like? What traits are important? Do you want them to be funny? Do you want them to be close to their family? Is that something that's important to you? Are they kind? Are they direct with their communication? Are they an extrovert? Are they an introvert? There are so many things that make up someone's personality. So what are you wanting in a romantic partner? The most important thing is to write a list of your dream partner's character and personality. What are their hobbies? What are their interests? What are their characteristics? What do they value? What are their goals? Be extremely specific with what you want. That way you can create a life by design rather than default. Relationships are so important, and I believe life's too short to spend it in shitty relationships. So it's really important that you become the best version of you and you choose a partner that'll complement the life that you're wanting to live. We've coached a lot of relationships by now, and what we've learned is it all comes back to the same 8 principles. So we created an ebook called The 8 Principles to Mastering Your Relationships, which you can grab in the description right now for free. Your personal development and knowledge around relationships will be the biggest predictor for you to find and create a thriving relationship. And this ebook will be an absolute game changer for you. I'm super excited for you to grab it and dive deeper into the topic of mastering your relationships. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. There's weekly videos on all things relationships. We'll see you next week.